What is up, everyone? It's Maze and it's another Skyrim mod video, and there have been a lot of neat mods recently that I plan to cover for both Skyrim and Fallout 4, ones that have caught my attention and gathered my interest. But for today I want to focus on a mod category that in the past I may have gotten just a tad bit carried away with. Follower mods. Personally, I never travel with more than 2 followers at once unless it's quest related, but honestly during my journey around Skyrim I end up with a legion of troops, many of which I have follow me, take them back to another location, drop them off with some other followers, and that's where they stay. To me it's just fun gathering them up. Am I ever going to use them again? I don't know. So here we go, the companion mods I personally find the best and most unique for Skyrim. And remember to smash that like button while you're watching the video, and while at it, go ahead and click that little subscription button. Follow along in the upcoming Skyrim Fallout 4 mod videos, as well as other games, RPGs, and maybe dip into some of the Vanilla Plus servers for World of Warcraft that I've been looking into. Every one of you that subs is greatly appreciated, and if anyone asks, I will just tell them how awesome you are. Now, in order for a follower mod to catch my attention, there has to be something unique. Custom voiced, have unique abilities or attributes. Most will be backed up by some sort of quest to acquire them or a quest as you travel with them. Backstories are a huge addition as well, but something has to stand out. And though this first companion is generic in many ways, the cool combat feature she has is the reason she's always in my load order. Eryniel Elf Reborn for SSE by NetBad. We're not saying that word. She has no in-game backstory, and no, she's not custom voiced. Instead, she's an archer with a unique bow and customized combat featuring nearly 35 offenses and defenses Spriggan magic spells, allowing her to move and attack in a flank, stalk, and magically based style of combat. The character looks good, and the magic she has is just so unique with its animations around her and around the targets as well. And because of this, Eryniel is going to make the list based on these cool custom spells. It's fitting for an elf type character, and it really brings out the immersive fantasy feeling when she's around. And from magic elves we move into traveling mercenaries and soldiers. Companions and followers SSE by Scrabular adds 12 followers. Again, no custom voices, dialogues, or quests, but each one of these has their own specialization and theme. And the coolest thing about this companion mod is that each of the characters has their own custom AI daily schedule that varies from day to day. So one day you may find Mira the Paladin at the Temple of Mara, and then a few days later you come across her out in the wilderness en route to the next city or whatever destination she's heading to. The addition of their own movement and schedule across Skyrim makes this mod a must-have for me for 2 reasons. Of course, they're there to pick up if you need someone with you, but what I like and do, and mostly always do, is just let them be. I like adding well-scripted NPCs to the world because vanilla Skyrim at times feels very empty. The 12 NPCs added by this mod will continue to travel and move around Skyrim through your entire playthrough if you never take them along with you. And I have run into them countless times on many playthroughs, and it's always just cool remembering them and knowing that at some point later on I'm going to run across them fighting some bandits along the road or relaxing in one of the local taverns having an ale with the rest of the patrons. The mod features male and females of various races. There's a fire mage, lightning mage, frost mage, there's an archer, tank, conjured assassin, the male suplexing Argonian. This alone should make you want to download it. A male and female two-handed warrior, a paladin, and a pair of dual-wielding rangers. All in all, a great addition to any team, and a great addition to bring some NPC life into the Skyrim world. And what about unique Argonian followers? The vanilla game offers us just one. And in the last mod we just looked at, they offered us the super suplexing Argonian, so let's follow that up with a very interesting and unique follower, Khash the Argonian by Rabbit Winry. From what I understand, this companion will be part of a series of companions called the Sidekicks of Tamriel. Information on that can be found on the mod's description page on Nexus. Khash is a very unique young female Argonian archer, fully voiced, with 1,300 lines of custom dialogue. Khash has personality, and that personality fits very well with a very unseasoned and untrained archer who is anything but quiet, calm, and collective. She can be loud, curses, and speaks her mind when she wants to. And this is the type of companion that I like to find. Something that breaks the mold just a little bit. Just the interactions of finding them and the progression as you travel with the follower adds just that extra bit of depth to the game. Khash will also respond to major quest lines, DLCs, has her own backstory that is revealed through voice dialogue that branches out the more of her backstory is completed. There are also 3 custom outfits for Khash, which can be purchased at most blacksmiths and the Radiant store. All in all, a very unique and creative companion for your next playthrough. And we will stick with unique and creative companions, or to be exact, this time with a deep series of quests that will take you all over Skyrim. Khajiit will follow by Rob Bobbert, takes character depth and mixes each character into their own unique quests, backstories, personalities, combat styles, and there is also a somewhat hidden quest that rewards the player with a unique reward. The mod features 4 Khajiit in total, 3 male, a mercenary, a sneak thief, a mage, and then the female dual-wielding alley cat. In addition to the character's quests and items, the mod features a custom dungeon, 3 new weapons, 5 armors, and a new spell. This is just a very well done, very detailed mod. Between the 4 followers introduced in the mod, you'll be doing bits and pieces of these quests throughout a good part of your journey in Skyrim. It's additional content like this that just feels good, and I highly recommend this one. Which brings us to the final mod, and just to state right away, I am rarely a fan of fan fiction added into video games. I enjoy it as much as I enjoy movie prequels, and I hate movie prequels. I do. Most times. They often seem weird, or things are changed to make sense, or worse, they just happen and there's no real reason given as to why. But this last mod, they proved me wrong. Aviendha from A Wheel of Time by Almighty SE. I discovered Robert Jordan and the Wheel of Time long before I played Skyrim. During my senior year in high school, I had 3 study halls to start my day off. I was falling asleep. One of the study hall monitors said, "You better start finding something to do. If you don't have any homework, then get a book." And that is how I was introduced, and that's how I became a fan of The Wheel of Time. And with all of its faults, it's still one of my all-time favorite fantasy series, and it always will be. When the mod released, I was skeptical, but I was quickly proven wrong. At first it seems odd, and I think will seem odd to anyone who's read the series. Suddenly, there's Aviendha, and you're just supposed to go along with it. For those who haven't read the series or have only watched the new series on Amazon, this shouldn't be an issue. You guys don't even know who Aviendha is yet. But regardless of my hang-ups at first, these were quickly washed away, and Aviendha has become one of my all-time favorite companion mods ever for Skyrim. And by all time, I mean up there with Inigo, Ori, and Lucian. And the way the quests are integrated into the game and the world, the additional NPCs, locations that you'll go. I've not finished all of it, but so far it's been terrific. Aviendha has done so well in her relationship she builds with the player, her dialogue, the things she says, her personality, and then on top of that, her relationship with other NPCs that you're going to meet. It just really stands out, and it's so well done. That, and she's probably my favorite female in the Wheel of Time series. I feel like this is a must-have companion mod if you really want a well-detailed quest and new companion. And it's a good way to wrap up part 1 of the best and unique Skyrim companion mods. Thank you guys. This companion series will likely have 2 more parts and maybe even a video ranking my all-time favorites, maybe a top 5. Going through a mod like Interesting NPCs is going to take a bit of time, but I already know who my favorites are in that, so it shouldn't be too long. So again, guys, like and subscribe, and until next time, stay safe, everyone.
We help those in need, from laborers and beggars to kings and queens.